Hey guys, so today is 5th March, 4:20 p.m. My interview is at 4:30. I am just joining the interview. I thought I'll take a quick video of me and just sharing my experience. Unfortunately, my white shirt had a broken button, so I've turned to my blue shirt. Hopefully, I'm looking good. See you after the interview. Sorry guys, I couldn't record this video sooner. Clearly from my voice, I think you guys can figure out I was really sick. Luckily during the interview I didn't feel so much and my voice was not so evidently full of cold, but it's immediately after the interview I was gone. For 2 days I had to rest straight up. I think it was pretty okay. It lasted for I think 11 minutes. As soon as I entered, so I'll just quickly take you through how it's actually done because I was a little confused. If your slot is, for example, I'll talk about my slot. My slot was 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. So we had to join at 4:30 p.m. And they are obviously not giving you any tentative time like other institutions. They will just ask you to join at the given time slot. Somebody from the admissions team will let you in the meeting and they'll quickly take you through the process. You have to keep an ID with you, and the one good thing is they are also giving you the order in which they will be taking an interview. So in my slot there were 6 people and I was the 4th in the interview. So tentatively, if I had to say that 15 minutes per person, then my slot was going to come anywhere between 30 minutes to 45 minutes depending on 10 to 15 minutes per person. So my slot did come after 45 minutes, which sort of tells me that per person it was 15 minutes, or maybe per person it was 10 to 11 minutes like mine, and then 4 minutes they were also taking to analyze the candidate or something like that. This is just my assumption. So 4:30 was my slot and 5:15 they let me in. My interview got over by 5:26 exact. I saw it was 11 minutes. And keep an ID. I don't know why they're checking. I think they just want to make sure nobody else is giving your interview. So also have an ID with you, Aadhaar card or PAN card, whatever, either works. They will just ask you to show it to the camera and then your interview will start. So I had 2 panelists. One was male, one was female. My assumption is the male panelist was from the Roenka group, the RPSG group, and I think the female one was the finance professor, is what she told me at the end of the interview. So the male panelist started my interview. The male panelist was much older, I think 50 plus, and the female was very young, like 30s, early 30s in fact. The male panelist started by asking me to introduce myself. Like he started with, oh, so you are doing this degree, talk about it. Then he said, okay, so now tell us about yourself. So I had that prepared. Then he asked me about work experience. He said, can you tell us in detail about your work experience? So I have work experience in 3 organizations, so I had to talk about each one in detail. So I think my answers were pretty long. Then I think the male panelist did not have any questions for me. He said that, over to you, ma'am started asking me the questions. They were all related to my work experience. Basically, I am into marketing. Social media marketing is my forte. So she asked me what are the challenges that I faced, how did I overcome them, what did I do exactly, what are the campaigns that I worked on, what are the brands that I worked on. Basically the entire in detail about my work experience, to know about how I can communicate it, how I can talk about it, and actually if I've done something great in my work experience so far, which is relevant to MBA, which will also help them place me at better organizations basically. And after all this, finally she just gave me a situation. So the situation was that if a company is going through a crisis, if a company is going through image issues where there's some problem in the quality of the product, for example there was some poison or there was something that led to some problematic scenario in the market. She gave me an example of Patanjali, the problem it faced with its spices, the quality was not at par, etc. What would you do as a company? So I answered that, and I think she liked my answer because she said okay, good. And then she ended with, if I have any questions for them, and the interview was ended. I think this could be one of the good interviews, because while my other interviews were also very good, I was not able to conclude whether or not the interview was actually good. Like there are 2 considerations. Like one is you are either only meeting expectations, or two is you are actually the panelists are actually liking you and you are crossing the meets expectation domain. So I feel like this could be the interview where I might have exceeded the expectations, because she also said good, and the way they were listening to me, the way they were responding me, smile and etc. were different than other panelists. I could be wrong, maybe they were only naturally so chirpy, but that's what I feel from all my interviews. I feel like this is maybe somewhat more assured that I might convert compared to other interviews. So I think, yeah, that's about it. I think they're only asking about work experience and what you have done so far. Very few people were asked about current affairs. At least I was not asked about current affairs at all. So do let me know about your experience as well. I hope this video helps you. I think this was my last interview, so you might not see any more interview videos from my end. I will still keep uploading videos that hopefully help you guys, and I will also try to not keep my mind on the results, the anxiety that it creates, the panic that it creates. But definitely my suggestion to you is, please get a hobby, please do something, please get a course, build on your CV, because sitting idle, analyzing situations and panicking about the results is not going to help you or anybody around you. Like talking on Telegram groups, commenting on YouTube when other results out, reading Reddits, not going to help you at all. Build your CV, do some course, do some activity, do some hobby, get yourself active. In case this is of course in case you don't have a job like me, if you have left your job. But if you have a job, then I think you are already settled. But yeah, so I hope this video helps, guys. Please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Until next time, aujo.